Welcome in. We have the Flock League, the inaugural, whatever we're calling it these days, the members of said league. On my left, the league format: 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 2 flex, full PPR, and we brought out the kickers and defense like it's 2015. Let's get this thing going.
This is the first year, some would say inaugural, some would say inaugural, Flock League. We are getting some knockout going to figure out draft order and pick an order of knockout real quick. This is the order to pick the order. Let's go.
Going number 11.
What is that, 10 or 12? What is that?
This is 16. Joe can't write. Oh.
So you might have saw something. You might have seen a guy get out first. He was wearing a black shirt. I don't know where that guy went, but right now, unfortunately, I landed with the 11th pick in the draft. We'll see how this plays out. Little do you know, this was my number 1 choice.
Somebody else get out. I'm getting lonely over here.
Oh, there we go. Hey. Although I will say.
Time to put my money where my mouth is.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. Oh, my God.
It's a layup fest.
Number 9. I arguably probably have the worst start of the draft currently.
No way. Oh, fuck. Get away.
I picked 12.
Hey, you went before me.
You guys are saying that this is going to be quick.
You guys got to redo that, no?
He's out.
I'll let you grab that thing and put it right back on.
Yes.
Not grabbed it.
Knockout didn't go as planned. Thomas may or may not have cheated to get me out. You can replay it, Thomas. Just show it here.
Hey,
You went before me. Team 7, let's go. But nonetheless, we get a decent draft pick. We're going to come in. Okay, the plan here is, I know these fools think that they're smart. In the middle rounds, there's no way they take a running back. I'm going to be able to get these RBs like DeAndre Swift rounds 9, 10, 11. I'm going to play to their weaknesses. The only thing is the devs are a wild card, and at this point, I'm afraid of collusion.
Oh, I respect that. That's a bold move.
Breaking up this crap. I'm going team 10.
What the fuck?
Latch is going to take team 6. Yeah, so we ended up getting the 6th overall pick in the knockout tournament. And again, it's only a 2 wide receiver, 2 flex league.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, you got
no!
Oh!
5.
Wait, we only have 1 creator left. We have 1 creator. Zach.
I'm taking the 4th pick in the draft.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Zach. Get him, Zach. Get him. It's CMC.
Team 1.
Shot. That's all you got, Zach. Take your shots. Oh, my God. Finish it. Zach was debating.
We're going number 3. I'm going to have everyone make the decision for me, okay? So I'm still sweating my ass off, unfortunately, from the 100-degree heat in the knockout session, and I'm clearly unfit. I clearly need to get into the gym, and this is really just an accountability session, so it's on record. So Thomas had an unbeatable strategy. Next year, it is going to be mine. You have any words to say?
I've been playing bump out since I was a kid. I didn't know we weren't allowed to bump this time. That's where I get my advantage, so look at that, I came through.
CeeDee Lamb.
CMC.
So the first bold take of the draft. You guys ready for this? I'm just kidding. Tyreek Hill. I took Tyreek Hill, but I need to watch this later to remind myself that I'm unfit. Thanks.
Bijan. Look, Lawrence, baby. God damn it. I want to expect Mason on Bijan.
I'm on Ross St. Brown.
I'll take my 4th overall player, Breece Hall. It's only a 2 wide receiver, 2 flex league. Running backs are still cooking in this format, especially if you can hit on one with legendary upside. And one was staring me in the face, Breece Hall, running back / wide receiver 2 of the New York Jets. This guy is an absolute freakazoid. Only 1 red zone carry last year and was a top 6 running back in points per game, despite coming off of an ACL tear. A guy that didn't get his full workload until week 5 and was averaging 19 PPR points per game. He's about to score over 25 PPR points per game. Aaron Rodgers is back. That bad man's back in town. Breece Hall is ready to be the RB1 overall in fantasy. My 4th overall player, get him at 6. That's what we call value.
My new favorite player in the NFL, Jamar Chase. I was worried that these people actually knew what they were doing. They let me get Chase at 7.
It's Garrett Wilson time.
Corey decides to follow it up with Garrett Wilson at 8. Yeah, Corey takes Garrett Wilson over Justin Jefferson. I'm happy I get to draft next to this clown the rest of the way.
All right, listen here. This is fantasy football. This is not real life football. I know Justin Jefferson's better than Garrett Wilson, but Garrett Wilson is set up for a monster fantasy football year. So all these guys taking Justin Jefferson, saying he's the best wide receiver in the NFL. He's got freaking Sam Darnold as his quarterback. So give me Garrett Wilson all day, every day. Garrett Wilson over Justin Jefferson, this year's CeeDee Lamb mic drop.
People already roasting me. This is not the wrong pick. This is the right pick, okay? Talk it up. Something special is going to happen in Philadelphia. Fuck Saquon Barkley.
Y'all know who I'm going to take. Hey, Jeff, I will be right back. I've got a confession to make. I just made the best pick in the draft. It's round 1. Did not think it would happen. I picked pick 10, expecting to go with A.J. Brown or Puka Nacua. Bush and Badake took Garrett Wilson and A.J. Brown over Justin Jefferson. I have a confession to make. That was stupid. They're going to regret that. Let's go.
I start off with A.J. Brown. I've been preaching all week. You need to take A.J. Brown over Justin Jefferson. I kind of regret it, okay?
Earlier when I said this was the pick I wanted, I lied. The top guy left on my rankings right now plays for the Atlanta Falcons. He's entering his 3rd season in the NFL. And this is a time when you get battle tested, and it seems like my rankings are wrong. I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor here. For pick number 11, not the greatest pick that you're going to find in a fantasy draft, but we did get a guy who just 2 years ago had over 2,100 total yards. This year he's now healthy, great offensive line, gets his quarterback back. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor. Got sniped on Jefferson, kind of fell a little bit. We'll take Taylor, though, in the 1st round. We'll see what we get in round 2.
All right. We're going to give a real professional pick here. And, we're going to tell them how it's going to be. Yeah, back-to-back professional picks. First pick, just to make everybody a little happy, Marvin Harrison Jr. in the 1st round. Oh, get him in the 1st. Yeah, he is a rookie. Yeah, you're right. And then for the 2nd, Jamar Gibbs. Jameer.
I was pretty serious about taking Drake London in the 1st round. It was just which one was going to come out of my mouth. So I'm going to take Drake London here in these.
So imagine posting 1,400 yards as a rookie and fall into the 2nd round. Puka Nacua. So we're 2 rounds in, and I've got a second confession to make. My ego is out of this world right now. I just got Puka Nacua as the 2nd wide receiver in the 2nd rounds to top with J. Jeff. So get ready, folks. I've got this in the bag.
So I went with a Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver in the 1st round. I did say that I hate Saquon Barkley with a passion because I am a Giants fan, but at the moment, according to my rankings, he is the best available player. So welcome home, Saquon. And then I was really hoping for Drake London to come back at the turn there for me. Who's there? After I said, fuck Saquon Barkley. It's Saquon Barkley. He's the best player available on rankings. I have to take him. But now I look like an idiot against all the freaking creators in the world. Some of the best fantasy football creators taking the Philadelphia Eagles, wide receiver and running back. What an idiot. I'm nervous, but there's still hope in the other rounds.
So we're going for efficiency over volume. Some might say it's a mistake. Give me Devon Achane. These guys all drafting off last year's stats. Don't you know Raheem Mostert scored 21 touchdowns last year? Yeah, I know Raheem Mostert scored a lot of touchdowns. It's Devon Achane's season. He is 188 pounds. Don't care. Best rushing offense in the league. He is going to feast this year.
Thank God Corey picked Achane. Now I know not to draft him in any of my other leagues.
Mid-second round, I'm licking my lips. I see Nico Collins 1 pick away from me, and
We are going to go ahead and take Nico Collins.
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just so happens the flock man himself, Mason, wanted to rip my heart off after literally admitting I put him onto Nico Collins. That one hurt, but
The plan is being executed perfectly here. I know these idiots are going to let me get running backs in later rounds, so we go with pretty good wide receiver round 2. Get Danny on tilt, and hopefully he continues to ruin his team after this.
I guess there's just an FSC theme, grabbing a Jet, grabbing a Miami Dolphin, because my pick is just going to be Jalen Waddle. We end up getting Jalen Waddle, explosive 4-2 wide receiver, one of the best offenses in the league, top 5 insulation, and people forget just how good Jalen Waddle was 2 years ago. I don't. That's why he's my pick in the second round.
I'm kind of pissed you guys let Nathan get Jefferson and Buka, so that kind of ruined my day. But I feel pretty good about taking Kyron Williams here. So literally the only thing I wanted out of this draft was to beat Nathan. And not only did the FSC guys let him get Justin Jefferson, but then Puka makes it back to him in the second. So the dude has Justin Jefferson and Puka drafting at the 110. Like, seriously, they call us experts.
Not really who I wanted, but it's who I'm left with.
So I think a lot of people are afraid to draft this player. I'm not scared. I don't care that he's 30 years old. I just turned 30 recently, so we're still young. We're taking Derrick Henry, the king himself, Durka Durka.
I'm going to take Chris Olave.
Isaiah Pacheco and Cooper Kupp.
I'm going good receivers and bad offenses, Devontae Adams.
Business decision. Speaking of business decisions, hey, why don't we sign Brandon Ayuk, okay? Let's get him on a freaking contract already.
I mean, look, we're picking Big Mike on a mediocre offense.
We haven't won in Jacksonville in like 10 years, so I'll just take Travis Etienne. He'll at least eat against the Colts, I know. So
I like the tight ends in the 4th and 5th round. So with that being said, I'm staying blue. Malik Neighbors.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go Devonta Smith. Playing these guys like a fiddle. Literally could not be going better. I mean, I feel like I'm playing chess. They're playing checkers.
The locker room is way too young with Garrett Wilson and Devon Achane. Call me a Swiftie, Travis Kelce.
They didn't believe in him last year. Zach and I did. He gets a rookie quarterback, DJ Moore.
Not in at the 2-3 turn, but at the 3-4 turn, I'll take Josh Jacobs.
So this man's offense is projected to score surprisingly the 5th most points in the NFL this year. There's no green on this board yet, and he scored the most fantasy points in the NFL last season. Give me Josh Allen. Oh, hey, how are you? Just finished my 3rd round pick. Josh Allen scored the most fantasy points of any player last year. Get him in the 3rd round, first quarterback off the board. We have Jonathan Taylor, Drake London, Josh Allen. Feels like money.
So we got some more green here because green means money. Lamar Jackson early. And I'm next too. And you can't have money without it might be. But you can't have money without having stacks. Mark Andrews.
Sometimes you just have to take the biggest, fastest, some would say most handsome guy left on the board. Give me DK Metcalf.
So in case you forgot, Rashad White was the running back 4 last year. So 2 lead running backs that have, mid running back 1 upside is not bad to head up 2 of the best wide receivers in the league. So went rounds 3 and 4, Rashad White and Josh Jacobs. Feeling pretty good so far. That was my one worry, is how I was going to fare at the running back position. But everyone is just deciding to let these guys fall to me, so I'll keep taking them.
This guy was also another my guy last year. Wasn't expecting him to fall to me. I thought somebody was going to take him a little bit earlier. Welcome home, James Cook.
Yeah, the best player in the world is on the board right now, and I got his favorite target, so Patrick Mahomes. So Garrett Wilson, Devon Achane, those were my first 2 picks. You got to get a little bit safer. Think of your team as a risk portfolio. When you take a risk in the first 2 rounds, you got to backfill with some guys that you absolutely know are superstars. So I grabbed Travis Kelce and I grabbed Patrick Mahomes. I'm a Swiftie, I'm a Mahomie, whatever you want to call me, I am going to win this thing.
Considering the punishment in this league, and I don't want to get last, I'm avoiding the stack. We're going to go Sam Laporta.
I mean, to make this pick, I may as well just call up Zach because he's got the whole stats of what this guy did weeks 11 to 17 last year. Because I'm just going to go with Rashid Rice, the 24-year-old receiver who, as Zach would put it, was a wide receiver one down the stretch last year, right? Rounds 3 and 4, we end up with Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, New York Giants, as well as Rashid Rice, wide receiver of the Kansas City Chiefs. I get the bad offense with Malik Neighbors. He is the second best wide receiver prospect in the FSC prospect model. And with Rashid Rice balancing the bad offense, got potentially the best offense in the league with the Kansas City Chiefs. I understand concerns early in the offseason. People were worried he'd get suspended. He's not going to get suspended. And what we saw last year is him be a legit wide receiver 1 weeks 11 on. So welcome aboard. He's got the best quarterback in the league. I'm excited about Rashid.
All right, you can call it a homer pick, but I don't care. I'm going Michael Pittman here.
That's a homer pick. I'm taking the last good quarterback available, Jalen Hurts.
Want to stay in this tier? We're going Trey McBride.
Full PPR, I'm going to go with Alvin Kamara.
Anthony Richardson and Dalton Kincaid.
I only have old players, so I'm going with Stephon Diggs.
I was thinking that we were in this draft with all the experts. They all hate Alvin Kamara except for me. So I let him go on the turn and took a tight end, and then I got sniped. And then I got sniped again on Stephon Diggs, who most people hate. So we are we're not loving life right now, but we will recover, and ultimately it won't matter because we'll be on top. So we're still confident, but sad for sure. And still need to work out now that I'm thinking about it. Might start tonight. Anyway, we'll see. To me, there's a clear value on the board. He's inefficient, but he's on a good offense. We're going to take Joe Moneybags Mixon here.
I'm picking a young player who still hasn't proven himself, but I still think he's good. Zay Flowers.
I'll take T. Higgins.
Maybe risky considering, people want to talk about the knee injury last year. People want to talk about that he peaked in his rookie season, but it's a 2-flex, 2 wide receiver league. I want to be strong at the onesie. Give me Kyle Pitts.
Don't want to fall too far behind at wide receiver, so we're going to go Amari Cooper.
Hey, we're not doing it. Again, putting my money where my mouth is. Diggs is washed. Tank Dell.
Not going to lie. If I knew Tank Dell was there, I would have drafted him. We're drafting off vibes right now, so a little bit of mistake, but still, positionally, we are exactly where we want to be. These guys are about to panic at wide receiver.
After I got sniped from Tank Dell, I'm going to pivot. Great player. Some people think he's a wide receiver 1. Some people think he's a wide receiver 3. Some people call him the Baba Yaga. Jaden Reed.
I'm disgusted with myself. George Pickens.
Xavier Worthy.
All right, I got 2 people that I think are just going to eat. My first guy, he's already hungry. We know it when we see him. Keenan Allen, he's always eating. He's big. And then this guy just has a fun name, so I'm going to go with Led McConkey. I got Led.
Usually I don't like to draft the same position 8 fucking times in a row. But Christian Kirk.
This guy's going to be QB1 this year. Kyler Murray.
Y'all were drafting him way too damn high last year. Early to late second round, whatever it was before. Calvin Ridley.
So, I'm caught between the number 2 behind 2 absolutely washed up old receivers. I only have 2 receivers on my team, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I'm going to continue to play y'all like a fiddle. We're going Terry McLaurin.
We're really taking Midwest Jarvis Landry over the true wide receiver 2 in Chicago. Rome Odunze, the top 10 overall pick, attached to a generational quarterback. What are we doing, guys? So, round 6, I end up getting Rome Odunze, and we're really letting 230-pound Midwest Jarvis Landry, Keenan Allen, go above the true wide receiver 2 in Chicago. This guy was a top 10 overall pick, is able to win down the field, and is attached to a generational quarterback. Guys, round 6 Odunze, pairing with my squad, there's no way I don't win.
I really don't like doing this, but you guys are letting running backs fall really far. So I'm going to take Kenneth Walker.
Yes! This is going off the rails. I'm not going to lie. I thought Montgomery was the best available running back, went McLaurin, and then Kenneth Walker went right after, who I would have taken like 3 rounds before, so RIP.
We are 6 rounds in, and Mason has not taken a running back. He hasn't taken a single one. And better than that, Walker fell a round and a half into his lap, and he just left him there. He's the only team in the entire league without a running back now. Mason's an idiot.
I just think it's funny that Mason dropped how many thousands of dollars to bring us all down here, rent this house, do this all week. He goes no running back, and he gets Kenneth Walker in the 6th, and then he doesn't take him. I honestly didn't want Kenneth Walker, but Mason asked for a blueprint, and honestly, I'll give him a blueprint. I'm going to tell him that he sucks at drafting.
I'm taking a swing, and it might miss. I'm picking Brian Thomas.
I feel like I have to do this because you guys are drafting like this is best ball for some reason. But we're taking Deontay Johnson here. Love him this year. I get it. I just need some security in this wide receiver room.
Not enough orange. George Kittle.
I'm going with Christian Watson and Jordan Addison.
I feel like I'm forced. I have Diggs, so Stroud.
We're grabbing Chris Godwin.
Let's hope Jahmyr Gibbs isn't that good. I'm taking David Montgomery.
All right, I'm going to take the 6th rookie wide receiver off the board and take Keon Coleman here.
I'm not letting an injured 2023 campaign take away with what this guy was able to do in 2022. Are we forgetting about Ramondre Stevenson?
Top 3 running backs still available. Don't know how. We're going to go James Conner.
I'm preparing to have a grand old time on Sundays. Give me another Kansas City Chief. We'll take Hollywood Brown. I don't care that he's injured right now.
I mean, this guy reached for his teammate in the early 2nd round. Give me Raheem the Dream.
Everybody say it with me. PPR. 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 Aaron Jones.
Where are we? Round 7? All right. Here's the deal. I don't know if this is a good thing that I'm so excited to draft this player or a bad thing. This might be my favorite pick of the – yeah, it's a bad team. It's Najee Harris.
Sometimes it makes me happy when when I get a message from one of the creators that says, I just lost all my rankings. Can you do anything? I go, no. But what makes me even happier is when I hear somebody complain that I sniped their pick. So I'm going to go Jonathan Brooks here. And then I don't really know about this other pick, but Zamir White.
Don't make me take the entire Steelers backfield. Do not make me. I'll take Evan Ingram.
It's my first rookie, Brock Bowers.
Oh, this guy doesn't have a tight end. Jerry, pay the guy. Give me Jake Ferguson.
All right, let's get ready to dial the clock back because Tar Heel Nation, we have Javonte Williams bringing the clock back to 2021 when he was last relevant.
Shout out Badake for making sure I knew he was available. DeAndre Swift.
I don't want to hear no Zach Moss propaganda. Give me the true RB1 for the Cincinnati Bengals, Chase Brown.
Everybody liked him last year, and we didn't, and we were right. Now this year, 8th round, yeah, Tony Pollard.
I got to pick a tight end at some point. I'm picking Njoku.
I got 2 teams. People hate it. I like the Chiefs. I like the Commanders. Brian Robinson, safety.
Curtis Samuel.
Jamison Williams and Devin Singletary.
This man is not injured. Jalen Warren.
Probably not. Joe Burrow.
I'm hoping he's more talented than everyone says he is. I'm taking Zach Moss.
I have a pretty young team, so I'll take a nursing home pick, and I'll take D-Hop here.
Let me just address the elephant in the room. You guys know I'm a Cowboys fan. It would be ill for me not to take my guy Dak Prescott.
James Conner's RB3 over all my rankings. Tajee Spears is actually RB4. Can't believe he made it this far.
All right, Badake, get the hips ready. Shakira.
I am changing my mind again. Jalen Polk.
When in doubt, follow the money. Jerry Jeudy.
I believe this is the clear number 1 receiver on his team in round 9. I'll take that. Cortland Sutton.
This guy, I don't really have a lot of faith in, but everything else is kind of gross. But he was injured last year, so maybe we never know. Josh Palmer. Was he? Yeah, I thought he was injured last year. Was he? Yeah. Come on. What kind of experts are you guys? And then this is just a reach, but Xavier Legette.
Team starting running back, top 5 offensive line, Jerome Ford.
There's a decent shot this guy is at least the second option in his offense. I'll go Romeo Doubs.
This is just fantasy football 101. You got to read the board. I thought about taking this person in, what round is this? The 9th round. Everyone after me has a quarterback. Give me Jay Love.
3 straight Packers in a row, Dontavion Wicks.
We're going to go down to RB5 in my rankings. We're going to go Trey Benson.
In a room of 2 Colts fans, let's grab a Colt to my team, A.D. Mitchell.
One of the most underrated wide receivers in fantasy football, Jacoby Myers.
I'm taking a swing on another rookie, Blake Corum.
I'm sad. I'm in shock. Who am I drafting? I can't remember. Okay, Gus Edwards.
Nick Chubb.
I got J.K. Dobbins and Brandon Cooks.
All right, I'm sticking with the 2019 theme, Ezekiel Elliott.
Pop Douglas.
I haven't drafted a receiver in 4 rounds. I'm taking the second receiver on the Seattle Seahawks.
Great choice. Yeah. The second receiver.
Schmucks took QB way too early, and I probably don't need to take him now, but I really want Jaden Daniels on this team, so I'm going to take him.
Either way, I was going to roast him because he picks the corpse of Ezekiel Elliott when the clear RB1 on the Cowboys is still on the board with Rico Dowdle.
We're going to go down to RB6 in my rankings. We're going to go with Austin Eckler.
All right, we're popping a bottle of Chardonnay, Zach Charbonnet.
Gabe Davis.
Twill be my first and my last Colt on this roster, Josh Downs.
A little more running back help here. Give me Ty Chandler.
All right, guys. I don't know who gave me this tidbit of information, but I'm going with Marshawn Lloyd. Interesting. Probably. And just because it's green, let's keep the green train rolling. Tua.
I need a 30-year-old on my team, Mike Williams.
Been talking about him all freaking week long.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up? Hawkinson.
I'm loving the work in the preseason. Give me Jaleel McLaughlin.
When you're right once, you got to make yourself right twice. I passed on DeAndre Swift because I think Khalil Herbert's a real problem for him.
My QB1's still available. Caleb Williams. Let's go.
We're shooting for upside. Raheem Mostert cannot stay healthy aside from last year. Just look at his San Francisco 49er days. We're going with Jalen Wright.
Downside to going 0 tight end is you don't get a super tight end when they're left. But I'll take the last tight end like a good offense. I'll take Goddard.
The only thing I like about him is his name. I'm going with Sticky Ricky.
Is Chuba Hubbard still available?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Darnell Mooney.
Rashad Bateman and Jahan Dotson.
Ray Davis.
If we're going to do anything, we're going to do it the best. Justin Tucker.
I'm going to go for the old man. I'm going Adam Thielen.
I'm probably going to cut this guy after week 2, but I'm going to take Jalen McMillan here.
This guy slipped a bit, maybe because he is dealing with an injury, but by all accounts, does not seem serious. We're going to go Rashid Shaheed.
We're going to go with my second-ranked quarterback, Brock Purdy.
I was going to make one homer pick with Jalen McMillan, but I'm going to make another one here. Bucky Irving.
This is the wide receiver 1 on the team. No one's taking him. Quentin Johnston.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. And if Bijan Robinson gets hurt, Tyler Algier is a starting running back.
This is where I really separate myself from you guys and put myself far in the lead. I'm going to go with the best defense last year. Cowboys. And then with a much upgraded offense, we're going to go with Koo for our kicker.
I'm going to finish my last skill position off with another young running back, Braylon Allen.
It's time to buy insurance, and I'm going to go with Chicago's second running back, Roschon.
I'm sorry. I lied to you, Sal. I really wanted a running back, even though you didn't take my player. My first New York football giant, Tyrone Tracy.
I know this guy's coach absolutely hates him. He loves everybody but this guy. You guys probably think I'm talking about Kendre Miller. I'm actually talking about Troy Franklin.
This guy's getting cut. This guy's getting cut. This guy's getting cut. This guy's getting cut. I'm taking the defense number 1. We're going to go with the Niners D.
I'm taking Goff to stack with Amon-Ra and for my insurance for Jaden Daniels.
I'm taking the Chiefs defense.
Taking the Jets defense.
Antonio Gibson.
Taking the Eagles and Harrison Butker.
Bengals defense.
Finish the draft. I think everybody's pretty excited about their teams, but we'll be talking about it all season. Keep you updated. We'll give you a recap. We have big time punishment for last place, some big rewards for first place. Talk about that a little bit in depth a little later on, but yeah, really hope you can follow along with us.